I'm Alexis Nelson.
Hi, I'm Addison Berger.
Hi, I'm Marley Cannell.
Hi, I'm Emily Mead, and today we're going to be talking about how climate change affects natural disasters.
Climate change has a huge impact on wildfires, hurricanes, floods, and glaciers.
The Arctic tundra is one of the coldest biomes on Earth, but also one of the most rapidly warming. The Arctic greening is a bellwether of global climatic change. It is a biome-scale response to rising air temperatures. Greening can represent plants growing more, becoming denser, and/or shrubs encroaching on typical tundra grasses and mosses. When the tundra vegetation changes, it impacts not only the wildlife, but the people living in that region.
Climate change has been a key factor in increasing the risk and extent of wildfires. Wildfire risks include temperature, soil moisture, and presence of trees and shrubs in the surrounding areas. Climate change causes forest fuels, the organic matter that burns and spreads wildfire, to be more dry. Changes in climate that create warmer, drier conditions, increased drought, and a longer fire season are boosting these increases in wildlife risk. Once a fire starts, more than 80% of U.S. wildfires are caused by people.
By late spring 2020, the consensus says that it would be an abnormally active hurricane season. As of September 23rd, with more than 2 months left in hurricane season, the Atlantic had already spit out 23 named storms, roughly double its long-term average for an entire season. Nearly 90% of these U.S. shores have been under a tropical storm of hurricane advisory in 2020, with a record 9 storms making landfall. One of the most obvious culprits for why we are having so many hurricanes is La Niña, whose arrival was confirmed by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration on September 10th. La Niña, a semi-irregular cooling of the eastern tropical Pacific, tends to reduce the wind shear that can impede Atlantic hurricane formation. But it's not all La Niña's fault. According to the article, Impacts of Natural Disasters on Subjective Vulnerability to Climate Change can significantly affect the well-being of fishing resources-dependent communities. The Caribbean region is at significant risk to climate change and ecosystem degradation due to a combination of strong connections between economic and environmental concerns and high exposure to extreme weather events. Sea surface temperatures in the region have also experienced an increase of approximately 1.7 degrees Celsius since 1910. That may seem like a long time ago, but since then it has kept increasing and won't stop. Projected temperature changes in Puerto Rico are significant enough to affect temperature-sensitive crops, species, and ecosystems, while combined effects of changes in temp and precipitation trends are expected to increase the demand for energy, the risk of water shortages, and many other effects.
Flooding and climate change. Extreme weather, sea level rise, and other climate change impacts are increasingly to blame. It is increasingly clear that climate change has detectably influenced several other water-related variables that contribute floods, such as rainfall and snowmelt. While our warming world may not induce floods directly, it exacerbates many of the factors that do.
It's important that we take care of our Earth for the years to come.
We can help with climate change by shrinking our carbon profile, by buying better light bulbs and driving more fuel-efficient cars.
These are just some ways we can help with climate change.